Ahora con la pinga.
No nice things have happened. Do you want to smoke?
Not a spectacular summer. Injuries plaguing our wrestling universe and interim champions. Yay and nay. All this and more in the room where it happens. But first, PCF, tell them what to do.
Check us out on your favorite channel, YouTube and Twitch. Heels, Pops, and Cherry Shots. Check us out on iTunes, HPC Too Sweet, HPC Too Sweet. And we're available wherever you get your podcast from.
No nice things have happened. Do you want to smoke?
If you heard, oh, how's your titty, bro?
It's a peck. It's a peck. And it's all right. It's fine. I'm able to work a match.
Oh, nice.
It's unspectacular.
Unspectacular summer is what I'm having. Unspectacular. But I'm making way, and I'm doing it because I can do it well, and I'm blessed.
Doing it and
to
do
be
it
here
and
with
doing
my
it well.
brothers, and with Child Chat, and with YouTube, and with Twitch, and with everybody across the world. That's right. We do a thing each and every Wednesday, and we do it proudly because we can. And it's fun. And it's fun shit. And we do fun shit all the fucking time. How the fuck are y'all?
Yo, chilling, baby. Yo, it's crazy. I cannot get the image of Cody Rhodes out of my head. I cannot. Man, how insane is that?
CJ
Something.
here.
We found out what something was, Cody Rhodes.
Something. Yo, and, man.
JJ, what up, Gail?
JJ in the house, TJ in
We
the
got
house.
so much to
We got
say
mods in the
about
house.
it.
It's
Blade
Wednesday, and you know what that means.
Oh, Blade,
Yo.
JJ, TJ, all the J's, mad J's.
Blade Rummy, what up?
Mad J's.
What's good? Yeah, that's right, man.
There's a lot to
Cody's
talk about.
packed.
Yo, y'all
We
saw
have-
Cody? Do y'all know what we talking about? Yo, if you don't know what we talking about, you gotta Google it. Google it.
Yo, I appreciate the follow, though.
Yeah, my guy. What's
So
up?
is Cody gonna have Kofi chest?
Kofi chest.
Yo,
Oh,
all I'm
man.
saying is, are we gonna postpone the Cody and Walter match? Soon?
Which is also like Christian and Jericho chest.
Oh, my bad. I meant Gunther.
Oh yeah,
Gunther and Cody? No time soon?
yeah,
No?
No,
We
no
might
Gunther.
Ease up on that, but I bet Cody will go in that direction.
He
If
probably
he has shown you anything, is that he will do that.
He's showing you a lot.
Yo, how? Oh man, that match was so uncomfortable. I loved it.
Well, before we get into
hated
anything,
it.
this
Ah!
our hands are empty here. Well, I don't have anything here.
But you, bitch.
Well, okay,
I sound like you probably.
I had one last sip. I'm gonna get a refill.
What y'all drinking on? What
Where's
y'all
that
doing?
Raton- where's that Raton Johnson?
Shout out to JP Savage out here with baby Juju.
JP.
El Papa. Ay, Papa.
El ratoncito ahí, el ratoncito Johnson.
Ratoncito. Yo, the pork chop well done. Hey, papa. How we gonna? Okay, cool. I forgot what was that. 1 week away, and I already forgot what the fuck I'm at.
Yo, you took my seat.
I did. I'm sorry.
That's cool. I don't want to do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
So what are you gonna do for us now? Because now you in the hot seat.
Toda la
sir.
mierda.
We gonna lead the running the ropes today. That's right,
a good
Chad. We
point.
gonna lead it with Mr. Mischief tonight because there are some things we gotta cover. Injuries have been plaguing our pro wrestling universe.
Are we just gonna jump right into injuries? There's so much to
Well,
talk about,
we're
man.
gonna get in depth tonight,
Yeah.
but we could wet our feet.
Then, nah, you know what? All right, so we are gonna deep dive into injuries, like who's out and how that's affected wrestling, man. Because
Jose
the
Dice.
landscape is kind of. You said what now?
Pussy dice.
Because
That what?
Pussy dice.
Say.
he said Pusey dies.
Yo, man, I ain't seen that shit yet, bro. God damn it.
It's been
You know what's been injured?
200.
Tony Storm's love of wrestling, because we're gonna talk about wrestling injuries in a minute, but let's talk about a different kind of injury.
Okay.
Tony Storm.
You want me to just go off early?
Oh, all right.
Because
Go
how
off, man, go off.
convenient,
Okay,
chat.
I
How
thought-
convenient that we're here on Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern with the bad guys, right?
Wrestling's
And how
Entertainment Champions.
convenient that Mrs. Tony Storm just so happens to get Twitter happy and start talking about how WWE crushed her fanship of wrestling. What did she say? Basically.
She realized, like, yo, I don't love WWE. I love wrestling. So I need to get back to pro wrestling. Which kind of brings me to a greater point about wrestling in general, right? And like how AEW kind of changed the landscape of what wrestling has been for the last couple of years. Like a lot of people will say, when you go to WWE, you're an actor. You're an actor. You play a role. A motherfucker gives you a role, and you play that. This is the role you play. The thing is that will make your bank account. If somebody wants you to be the Brooklyn Brawler for the rest of your life, you're gonna be the Brooklyn Brawler for the rest of your life, and that's not a position that's gonna make you a whole lot of change.
You see where Brooklyn Brawler lives these days?
I mean,
Not in Brooklyn.
Where does he live? Union
Them checks
City?
came in handy. That man acted his ass off.
Hey yo, motherfucker, whose names I can't say.
Obey in the fucking house.
Obey.
I was gonna say
You got
Abyss.
Y'all
I thought I
pulling
was
up,
gonna
man.
say
My
Abyss.
legends
Yo,
from
my eyes
Brawl
crossed
Holla
real quick.
pulling up. You already know.
Yeah.
But to that point, you're not wrong, right?
Oh,
Right?
shout out to JT from Marks and Mikes. Yo, that's what's
Yeah,
up, yo.
bro.
Congratulations to
Congrats
all the
on the new
babies
baby
out
boy.
here.
Yo,
Baby
yo,
Juju,
it's
baby
a-
Mark with Mike.
It's beautiful out here.
Yo,
man.
shout out to
Babies
Mark for
coming
having a
out
little
here.
baby microphone. That's what's up.
And for all the future babies out there,
I can't wait to hold
Yo,
baby
they
Juju.
might be
though.
yours.
Baby Juju.
there's a bunch.
Wow.
See where?
Yo, come on, man. So the thing about Tony Storm is that, like,
That's right. I was gonna
I want you to go off, but aren't we sick and tired of seeing the same shit all the time? Like, just
That's my point.
dilo.
That's my point
Go
because
ahead.
it's
Go ahead.
just it just. What was she doing last week? She wasn't on Dynamite last week, right? She had nothing to say last week, but this week she had a match on Dynamite. So let me go to Twitter or wherever it is that she posted it.
Nah, it was an interview.
It was an interview. Let me just go on this interview. Let's have it come out now. And then, what a coincidence. I'm on Dynamite this week getting a push, and I just get to hold that title for Thunder Rosa a little bit longer than I should have to just give you the illusion that now Tony's in the running for the women's title in AEW, right? Is that where we're going with this? Tony Storm
All right,
and Thunder Rosa?
let's pause that real quick. Should she not be?
No,
Are
maybe
you
not.
not
Maybe,
interested
okay,
for her being in that position?
But why shame WWE? What? Get off that already.
That's-
this is the
that-
third
that
time you're
part.
coming out with some shit like that already. Like,
Right?
okay,
Yeah.
This shit is
okay,
getting
we
corny
heard it already. Like,
Why everybody come out of WWE and they're like, "Rah, rah, rah, WWE." Like, oh, yo, yeah, okay. But like we heard bigger, like more important people do it. You know what I mean? So now, like you just.
I mean,
kinda-
she made a point. She said how people succeed and
JP.
don't succeed. So
JP, I got up and I
That's no
started
reason.
screaming when I saw them polka dots.
Oh, you guys are just gonna go Hell in a Cell like.
Yeah, JP was just,
Wow.
yo, better calm- I had
Wow,
to-
that
I had to
part.
go- I had to go- we gonna get there.
That part,
We gonna get
we-
there. We gonna get there. Though.
I thought
You
we
got
had
me in
a-
trouble, JP.
I thought we
You
had
got
a
me in trouble.
card.
You
I
got
thought
me in
we had a
trouble.
card.
But other than Cody's PEC this week,
Oh my God.
there's a very
I-
very hot individual right now that he's very hot, fire, so much heat that even the corporate companies are going. We're not talking about that right now. Right now, we're gonna talk about legends and legends who are upset with this man and the little slice of heat that's going to this man. Obviously, MJF. The pipe bomb, right? The unprofessionalism, the curse words, all of that. Twitter, you guys have been going crazy this week. But Jake Roberts, he's with y'all. That man said that pipe bomb made him sick.
how was it?
Good.
Asco le dio.
Asco, asqueroso.
What? I don't know about Jake. I mean, maybe
Que se
he's
fucking
holding
lave
on
la
to
boca.
maybe he's holding on to the old ways too much. But I saw nothing wrong with what MJF did last week. That's just me.
So I mean, it could go one of two ways. Either he's really a dickhead who is burning every single bridge he's got left, trying to get out of this company, really hurting his stock for the next company. Right? If you're willing to go off script and curse and miss fan signings and shit like that, like if you're willing to just do whatever, how am I gonna know you're not gonna do that with me? He's still what? Like he's like 21 years old. Like I'm exaggerating.
But
He's
money
like, what,
talks,
26?
though. Money talks.
I forget how old
You
MJF
think
is.
if he's 26?
But
26,
again, this
right?
is assuming it's not a work.
The other is that this is a brilliant cooperative work by all parties. Like the company's involved, like
Yes.
TBS is involved.
Yes.
Tony Khan's obviously involved. That like the signing shit was a work to all the other employees. Like nobody knows about it. They just know that he's been advertising. He didn't show. Like this is all a play on everybody. And if it is, Yes, that is awesome. That is awesome that you will go all in on a story that really is captivating, because when you look at all, as a fan, right? You start watching wrestling like you're looking for clues all the time, right? You're looking for
It's
clues.
a puzzle.
You're looking
It's a
for
puzzle.
indicators, and if you watch wrestling long enough, you'll see like, oh, there's patterns. I know this storyline. I know this storyline. The breakup storyline. The tag team that's gonna break up. One of them's gonna turn on them. Yeah, we've seen the same story. They all manifest themselves in different ways. It's the same shit. For the whole company in all its glory to go behind the storyline like that, to really protect, because you're protecting MJF here.
Yeah.
Right, like you're protecting that story. To go all in like that and have him miss things that people pay for, and like have him curse on TV when there were execs there, and say the things that he said. That's awesome. That's fucking brilliant work.
I call it modern day booking 2022. That's how you break the mold.
That's new kayfabe.
That's new kayfabe.
It's new kayfabe.
Yeah.
Sam Roberts always talks about that.
I fucking love that.
Where you use social media for your favor.
Well, this is next level shit.
Yeah,
Like, we're
this is
talking about the
beyond.
network executives being in on it, like the company CEO backstage being in on it. You know what I mean?
TNT
Like, it's different
sending
from
an
Vince.
edict to the company, banning MJF from promotional and marketing content. Granted, if this is not a work or what, if this is a work that isn't even that deep, something like this can happen and it'll even help it.
Right.
Regardless of the fact that they're in it or not. Who cares at the end of the day? That maybe will never be known.
Right.
But that's just that's a cherry right there. That's a fucking dub.
So the Battle Royals announced. What did everybody say?
I was upset.
What did everybody say? What did everybody say?
MJF was gonna be the Joker.
MJF was going to be the Joker. And what happened
yes.
when he wasn't?
But
Bobby? No.
Right? You're like, damn. MJF has made himself such a captivating character that either way you cut it, like when he's not on TV, he's missed. You want him there. Yo, Andrade, like being back on TV right after his wedding like that, like that's kind of dope. He's back. Like everybody should be excited about that. And all we thought was MJF didn't come. Damn
it. Damn it.
So if this is a work, then it's brilliant, and then I'm in, and this is why I like wrestling, because I can't figure it out. My favorite part of wrestling is when I can't figure it out. So
but it's because that's not our job. Our job is to be entertained.
Right. Just take it for what it is.
Well,
Fake
guess
it out.
what? Yo, people get entertained by different things, right? Like you saw the new Batman.
Yes.
Fuck
Right?
it.
Did you didn't like it?
I didn't see that.
That
You
shit
haven't
was
seen
dope.
it? Well, yo, the new Batman was legit. I mean, it was legit. Like
It
the
was
From
legit
beginning
3
to
hours.
end.
It was legit fucking 3
It
hours.
was legit 3 hours.
But it was also legit, and it kind of gave you a different sense of like the detective
I heard
side
it's
of things.
before he's Batman, right? The
No.
first year of Batman,
Yeah,
right?
it, like
Rookie
I don't
year,
even.
right?
Yeah, like early in the game.
So
'cause,
I
like,
expect some fuck ups. I expect some not so polished Batman.
No, not really.
Fine. I can see some of that. There's a lot more like, yo, there's a scene. Fuck it. I'm not gonna spoil shit, but like,
Pusey dies.
yo, Pusey
Yeah.
dies. In
Pusey
that shit,
dies.
bro.
Don't
Tasty
get it
is tasty.
Yo,
Tasty is
Pusey
delicious.
dies, though.
Peacemaker, yo, she
TJ,
did.
so you-
But
yeah.
Batman, right? Like Batman gives you that other Batman that you hadn't seen before. It was a different kind of storyline where he was more like kind of like thinking things through, like trying to figure out like detective style, like clues and shit
Okay,
like
right,
that.
right. That's early
Right?
Batman.
He gets in a fight and like you see, it's just different. It feels it's not like this ninja fucking Haya shit. Like there's more an animalistic kind of brutality, savagery to it. It's more
Shit is
rooted.
dark.
It was dark,
And it was
dark.
fucking raining throughout
Okay.
those 3 fucking
Yo,
hours.
all 3 hours.
It was
no
raining,
light
raining.
for
right?
3
Like,
hours, chat.
Just raining.
Just raining.
But it was a different thing. Like you appreciated a different presentation of something that you know so well. How many Batman movies have we fucking seen in the last like 10, 15, 20 years? So this MJF storyline is a very different feel to the heel, angry, like the angry heel, whatever.
Angry Orchard
No.
is what I drink.
TJ, they keep bringing up Pusey, man. Pusey. She dead.
Yo, free Pusey though.
No.
Nah, but TJ, Tony Khan not mentioning anything about it is an easy work. Like he could work that himself if he wanted to. He could be doing that on purpose. You don't know, right? Like all these things are in the realm of possibility, right, or impossibilities, right? Like we don't know, we can't confirm anything 100%. This is what's beautiful, like you said. This is beautiful about wrestling. We can't
Right.
figure it out. So just enjoy the ride, you know. Enjoy the ride. I'm here for it.
This shit could be a work shoot for all we know.
How'd you feel about?
That's such a cop out. A work shoot. That's
We
literally both options.
booked ourselves into a work shoot.
Yeah, like, oh shit, like you angry, so now we're just acknowledging you angry. Yo, Naomi, Sasha, it's a work shoot. No, motherfucker, they left. That's it. That's it. Like, just because you mention it in story.
Isn't that what happened with Chris Benoit and Kevin Sullivan?
No, but it did happen with Edge.
It did happen with. Wait, hold on. What are we talking about?
So
bro?
apparently,
The work shoot with
Edge,
the wife.
they've worked.
Yo, chill. We don't talk about Benoit like that on this episode.
I thought we were heels, damn
It's
it.
not Benoit. Benoit.
What kind of heel are you? The one that you wear on your feet?
Oh my god.
With my
You
heels.
guys are pieces of crap.
Bloody-
All I'm saying is
Wow.
Edge did leave. Apparently, they gave him
There's
the
a lot.
boot. Not really. They said, "Yo, Edge, we want you to have superpowers in your crew." He's like, "Fuck you, I'm out. Fuck this, I'm out."
Yo, Gabby, what the f?
Yeah!
Who said that?
Yo, Gabby, you trash. You always been trash. You always gonna be trash. You hear me? Damn!
Gabby's trash.
Trash, yo!
Pusey will not survive. It's a spoiler. That's not a prediction. But also a spoiler alert.
Yo,
The
Edge.
Judgment Day will have superpowers,
Edge.
and Edge is not for it. So he said, "Fuck you, I'm out. I'm not gonna stay around and do this bullshit with y'all. I'm trying to help y'all, not make this shit go." So we got Finn Balor instead. So Finn Balor fits the description. He said, "I'm down for it.
I guess.
Give me all the superpowers you want. I'm not doing shit."
Yeah, you forget what the demon is?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, yo, everybody's
Oh
kind of
my
forgetting that part.
God.
That part. Everybody's like, "Oh, Edge didn't want superpowers." Yo, like, y'all didn't just watch The Undertaker retire last year? Like, yo,
So
relax.
now, do we get demon versions of Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley?
And wouldn't
Fucking
that
love
be
it.
dope as hell? And wouldn't you
Fucking
be
love
speaking very differently about these supernatural powers?
Fucking dumbass Edge. Listen, Edge. Get your ass right back to
On that day, he did not see clearly.
Yo, for
He
real.
did not see clearly.
He
Yeah.
Yo.
did not see clearly.
Hello, Brood. Like, this shit was there, bro. I felt like, nah, that's a missed opportunity, Edge. And it goes back to the fact, like, are they actors or are you in it for yourself? Because, listen, Vince knows how to write roles sometimes.
That's tough. That's tough to say.
Or-
though, 'cause Edge has already way been established.
Or-
And this is his comeback. Like,
But what are you going to do
Wait.
with Edge? Like, how many more badass matches can you have
right,
with
so just
Edge?
leave.
Or
Because this could also flop. We know this can very much flop.
But not with Edge, though. It hasn't yet.
it hasn't yet.
And it's been interesting.
but can you?
So then what are you
But,
talking
if
about?
you're Edge, don't you understand when they come to you with some shit? Like, "Oh, I want you to have superpowers." How that will get you a little nervous? I mean, no, I like my legacy.
No,
Espérate,
because
hold up.
you did that. You did that Brood shit. There was
there's no more Brood
supernatural
around.
shit. Yo, but it's you.
Gangrel.
It's Edge. You did all the other shit. And yo, let's be real. Like, that's kind of the direction they were going in anyway. And we've heard that before. We've heard the
what if he
supernatural
feuds
angle
with
before.
them? What if he feuds with them now? Maybe
Well,
he
then
can
they're
still
gonna
work
fry his ass because they got supernatural
with-
powers. They don't.
Superpowers, you idiot.
You idiot. You lost because you said, "Oh no, I don't want the tricks."
I don't want no tricks.
Remember when-
tricks are for kids?
Yeah.
remember when Bray
Cooked.
Wyatt had powers?
Me either.
Me neither. That part.
That
part. Now
bro.
we're
No
back to
nice
square
things,
one.
man.
Where are
So
you
now-
going, Bray?
now
Where
that-
have you been?
Yeah. See,
Speaking
Yo,
of where have you been?
that
where you
ass.
going?
Supposedly they started those Bray Wyatt at Hell in a Cell rumors.
Oh,
get-
for last Sunday?
For Sunday.
And
to
where'd that leave them?
with one of the
Oh,
highest
but
rated,
no, but you saw-
the most watched
okay.
Hell
But
in
you
a Cell
saw-
in history.
But you saw how they did it, right? They announced that Cody was gonna be at the pay-per-view to announce like a replacement or some shit, right?
Replacement, yeah.
That's what people thought.
Yo,
People- because
right
the in-
now,
because the
I'm
injury
thinking we
came
should go
out-
back in time and make this happen.
The
'cause
injury-
Seth rematch,
Right.
At Hell in a Cell with the feet. Oh my god!
Because the injury was
and then
announced
he
on
would've-
Saturday.
Stop that.
And now you another opportunity lost. I'm mad at it though. I mean, Bray Wyatt. Make it make sense.
I'm really more concerned about. I don't know how I feel about. I was never totally in on Finn Balor, if I'm being honest. Like in the ring, I
Not
love him,
WWE's Finn Balor, no.
but WWE's Finn Balor was never something. Not never. I'm not gonna say never, but it
Never,
was
not
always something.
never.
It was always something I was kind of skeptical about
listen
because
to
it
The
could go
Undertaker now.
sideways real quick. It could go sideways real quick, knowing how those motherfuckers operate. So I'm cautiously optimistic, I guess, because I don't know if Finn Balor could carry 3 people. Like Priest is.
I mean,
his
he
delivery's
carried.
getting better, but he's still, you know.
Still a little heavy.
He
Still a
was.
little heavy.
Isn't he the founding father of Bullet Club?
Yes. But remember, Bullet Club is a faction in a promotion where they don't really believe in much storylines and promo work out there. They just believe in the quality of their matches.
And they would just go fuck shit up and leave. And,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
people were like, yo, these motherfuckers are badass.
One of the main reasons why I believe guys like Kenny can't talk.
Oh,
They're all matches. They're quality. Hell yeah, they're fucking top notch in the ring. But give them a mic, and what's happened? I have
G4.
Finn Balor. I mean, NXT was kind of not storyline.
Is it
Also,
Tim
right?
Balor?
It was also like match based.
Tim Allen?
Tim Allen was on a great.
Tim Allen.
Is
that Woody?
For real.
But
You
yeah,
got a
like
friend
the
in me.
NXT Finn Balor with some more Joe battles, right? The ladder match and shit. Like
Joe.
they didn't do any promo work for that stuff. That was just quality match. I don't think they were ever good on the mic like that. I mean, maybe they were some other place, but that's the problem here.
So that's the thing that like I think Priest is still a little green, but he's getting better. And Rhea, I don't know if she's the kind of person that's gonna carry the mic work. You know what I mean? So Edge was great.
I don't understand why they didn't make Rhea the leader of this fucking faction, and then have Priest and Balor follow her. Like,
Well, now Rhea-
I thought they should have done that.
Rhea's next in line for a championship.
Right, that's why.
shot
Because of
against
that
Bianca.
too, maybe she's gonna dethrone Bianca here. And if she does that, even if she doesn't, she puts up a great fight with her and shit. They can build a great story and have her.
You think at SummerSlam we get a
It's different.
mixed tag match with Finn and Rhea versus Edge and Beth?
Ooh, stop it.
Beth versus Rhea?
As long as I'm there live, we are here. You already know. Shouts to the Barclays Center. Can we have
Yeah,
some
that's
there?
another reason to bring back Beth.
Judgment Day without Edge is definitely gonna fail. I don't know, man. I think
I don't know about definitely, but it definitely feels like it. You know what I mean?
It don't look like the shit is rocky. It's rocky
is
ship
rocky.
right now. It's rocky ship.
Bailey posts a cryptic tweet.
Maybe this can keep it balanced. I don't know. Bailey.
It was a
coming
picture of
out
her
with,
boot, right?
She tied her boot. The little thingy thongies with the stuffs and the heebie hobbies and stuff.
Wait.
And,
But if my mind doesn't,
my mind is telling me no.
she's gonna be
your
a
pants.
face, right? She might come back as a
No, she called
side ponytail.
No. She called her Twitter fans idiots still. So
But she didn't say ding dong.
Oh, I hope. What?
that meant something else.
Nah, man. I hope she doesn't go back to anything. I think where she's gone has been great. Bailey as
Heel Bailey?
I think heel Bailey is
love
really
heel
good, and I
Bailey.
think face Bailey could just play off of heel Bailey. Like it would just be kind of like more jokey, but not as serious. Like I think it could work. I don't want to see her with the side ponytail on the front.
But I guess
No more
I guess
flavor.
because
we beyond that shit.
I guess
bro.
because Ronda
NXT
being a face champ in SmackDown, they would need to bring back a heel Bailey, right?
Yeah, you gotta have a heel for Ronda, for sure.
Ronda.
Because Raquel Gonzalez is next in line. I can see, but I don't think that's happening anytime soon.
No.
I think you bring Bailey back, have that program, then Raquel comes in, picks up the bones. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here, but we'll see. But that was a great cryptic post. A lot of people had fun with that one. Another thing that people had fun with on the internet this week, Randy Orton and his career, apparently, according to The Miz, is over. On Monday night Raw.
Monday. This motherfucker said Monday.
On Monday.
Monday.
On Monday Raw.
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, Miz on the Miz
Blush it.
TV show said Randy's career is over. And then
Um,
apparently, some people thought that wifey didn't think the same because her face was like, "The fuck are you talking?" Maybe Miz farted. I don't know, but it looked like she was playing on like, I think you better think again. What's the deal with Randy Orton?
I don't know. They said his career is over.
Nah.
That's what I heard, yo.
I hope not.
Nah, I don't think.
Rosenberg came out on his Cheap Heat podcast.
Wow,
Cheap plug.
Cheap plugging.
Cheap plug.
Cheap plugging.
butt plug.
Saying that he heard from the grapevine that
Don't
Randy's
Google
coming
that,
back.
it's funny.
He's coming back.
Randy will be back.
He'll be back.
To
Because he
hurt.
did hear that
Yeah.
this was probably the end, but no. No, it's
Okay,
bullshit.
Okay.
Bogus.
Bullshit.
It's bogus.
Bogus.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Bullshit. Bullshit. You know what is bullshit? MJF. And this pipe bomb, I feel is all bullshit. I think it's all a work, and I think it's being very, very, very well
All right,
handled.
Rihanna.
But here's our opening bump of the evening chat. MJF and all things MJF. Open mic. What's up? What do we want to talk about MJF? He's the hottest man in pro wrestling right now. Youngest man right now that
26.
at that too. 26 years old, and he's got all of you talking about him, debating whether it's a work or not. Is he really unprofessional, or is he a fucking genius, or what's going on?
Tipo con mi mierda. Nah, go ahead. What do you think?
No, I was gonna. I was
Nah,
just
you
fixing
want
my mic.
No, go ahead, yo.
I was
You
fixing
deep
my
throat
mic.
that shit.
Oh.
He was like,
Wow.
No nice
Hey.
things.
Nah,
Not
yo.
one.
Espérate.
Not
You
one.
gotta have my OnlyFans.
I
for that.
have. I'm saying you were into it. MJF. I kind of love. I have a love-hate thing going on, and it depends a lot on me being worked. Am I being worked right now? Because if I'm being worked, then I think he's brilliant. If I'm being worked, then I think he's brilliant. I think that you need to adapt to today's heel. I need like this. This means something differently than what people make it mean. Like, yo, a badass like Steve Austin, I think broke wrestling. Right before Stone Cold Steve Austin, heels and faces were clear. It was clear as day who the bad guy was supposed to be and the good guy was supposed to
Yeah.
be. And after Austin, everything changed, right? The
There's
attitude
like that
era,
gray
Facts.
area,
Big
right?
facts.
everything, right? And then,
Yes.
yes, the tweener became a thing, right?
It's literally when the moment I personally started following Austin, when there was all that blurred gray line between Brett and Austin.
Right.
WrestleMania 12.
Mm.
Yo, I was going through the emotions.
So MJ, like, you have to adapt to the time, and that adapted to the times. Like, people were on wrestling already.
Right,
Like, we
right.
we had seen the storylines, and everything felt the same, and people know what was going on. And then
you think they know it's fake?
it's,
Wait, what'd you say?
That's a
Think
bad
they know
word.
it's fake?
That's not fake.
Scripted. You
Script.
think,
Yo, this guy's
think they know
dumb,
about the
bro.
script?
Pre-plan.
Premeditated
Say no more.
murder.
Just keep
Look.
quiet.
So if MJF is out here working everybody, then it's brilliant. You have to adapt to survive. And like, wrestlers will tell you, like, some of the best wrestlers out right now are like people like Dolph Ziggler, people like The Miz, people that know how to take L's but keep themselves relevant. They know how to draw heat. Baron Corbin, say what you will about him,
Ooh, yo,
But
I
every-
give him respect.
but every time he comes out there, he makes you dislike him. That is the point of the
Why
game.
he's
Like,
still out there.
that tweener shit is cute until you need someone to look bad. And someone's got to look bad. And the Miz will take that L and look bad. And be that guy. Like, you need those guys that can remain credible, even if they're in goofy places. Even if Ziggler's got to do some goofy shit. You know that if he's going for the title randomly, it's an interesting bout. Like, you're going to watch it. Is he going to win? Probably not. But it's there. But they've all been in a cycle of bullshit where, like, we know what the storyline looks like. This isn't interesting anymore. This is new to this era right now. MJF is not doing anything really different than, like, what Stone Cold did, really, if you really, really think about it. Except for saying fuck on television.
He said fuck. They made an edict after
You
that.
know, all those heels from past times are pissed that they couldn't do half of the shit that
feel
MJ.
That's what the Jake
That's why
Roberts thing-
Jake.
Or what you said too is he's just trying to, like, break the emergency glass. Get me the fuck out of this contract, out of this company. Maybe he sees something he doesn't, or something else he doesn't like, and he's just trying to get out of there altogether. But yeah, bro, gold. What MJF is doing is gold.
The other half of that is he going too far?
No,
Because like, will the WWE sign you, bro? Will they commit?
I don't think that's gonna even be an option. Like, great. Like, you know what? Even as I'm about to say it, like, it doesn't make. It's still possible that WWE still waves you a check.
No, that's fair.
And he'll be like, "Yo, I'll
do the song and dance.
I'll consider it." But if this is a work from day one and the company's involved and all these, this has all been planned out. So think about it. You're planning a thing that at the back of your head, maybe it might work and we might get a contract out of it. But no, the whole point is to create a whole scenario where you have an unpleasant employee. And yes, the giant elephant in the room is that your favorite wrestlers keep jumping back and forth into these promotions, in and out of the promotions. Yeah, let's fucking be about it. Let's put it out there and acknowledge it, and put it out for everybody to see that we're not ignoring it. We get it. We're kind of overdoing the debuts and the crossovers, and every other week there's a new person on Dynamite from WWE or some shit, right? But this is how we keep it okay. This is how we make that okay, because we're not just bringing people. Yeah, we're not just bringing people over. We're acknowledging it. We're trying to do our best with it, like MJF is trying to get his way out. In the midst of all this madness of everybody coming in, you have the one guy that's very vocal about leaving this fucking place. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jake Roberts seems unhappy, but he's not really being vocal about it. MJF's is vocal and he's saying it, so it's out there, whether it be fake or not.
Look, it's still part of the storyline, right? So either it's brilliant or it's dangerous or it's both.
I kind of love that we're talking this much about it.
Yo, maybe it's like, you play with fire, right?
You're gonna get burned.
Tony Khan is like, go ahead, yo. I want you to rip it tonight. Go crazy. I'll even give you a fuck. Go ahead.
Damn.
I'll give you one fuck, and I'll deal with the company
With the repercussion.
Go.
And then that's where he got slapped with all that shit and all that.
And then
I'll eat it. Then who gives a fuck? Cause like, yo, this is my shit. And we're winning at the end of the day.
Yo, he'll fix it with the brand later. He'll be like, yo, no, we worked something out. Don't worry about it. That's not a big deal. Or it was all a work. Like it was a. I'll pay the fine.
What if we put the other shoe on though, real quick?
What's the other shoe? If it's yours, it probably smells.
It smells as fuck.
Huele a mierda.
It smells like maybe MJF is fed up. Maybe he's just done with all the.
All right, but realistically speaking, if we get MJF in WWE, we're gonna get a watered down version of this guy.
Who gives a fuck? He's gonna get money. He doesn't care about that.
What kind of character? Right, but what kind of character?
About what we care about. Fuck that. But yeah, for us, we're fucked. But what if it is that? What if it's that bad in AEW right now? What if that locker room is that terrible where the politics has already gotten that bad that you got your set stud players on AEW already? Because really, it's Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks. Maybe FTR gets a little bit of shine too, but I haven't seen anybody else really benefit in AEW other than that.
Right.
John Moxley, he's a WWE guy heavy, but
FTR now.
Right?
I don't want to see more WWE people kind of just sticking it out in AEW. I'd love to see MJF, a homegrown talent, stay at AEW and kind of be the Sting that held out. For him to be the Sting that held out and be the guy that didn't jump over.
Or the Taker.
He can drive up his value and do all the things he's got to do to make himself a valuable asset to the company, playing all those fiddles that he can play with the crowd. Because, man, a heel is different, bro. You got to acknowledge that. The heel is different now, bro. Before, motherfuckers were down to get stabbed out here. Like, your storyline was to piss people off so bad that they wanted to kill you. They wanted your death. And it's happened. And it was a thing. And it was a thing that happened so hard that motherfuckers had to change the decision for a title match.
That's crazy.
Because Jack Veneno.
Oh, man, here we go.
JP, I got you, baby. Jack Veneno was out here.
Jack what?
Poison.
Venenito that boy.
And Venmo, is it like the Venmo, the app?
You pay, yes.
But again, like, I think we always come back to this point because it's so salient. Like, the game has changed. Nobody's out there getting stabbed. Like, it's We gotta piss motherfuckers off, and we gotta make people feel a certain kind of way. And when it comes to feeling a certain kind of way, when you watch MJF cut a promo, you feel a certain kind of way. And you could think it's a work or not, but whether it is or it's not, that shit is entertaining as hell. I am enthralled in that entire storyline and everything about it. I want to know exactly what's happening. I want it to progress. I just want to know all the fucking backstage details that we're not getting right now. And eventually, you know, those Jake the Snakes are gonna come out, and like those rumors and murmurs. I want to see what that locker room's
We gotta
like.
wait
Someone's
years
gonna
from
start
now to get this documentary.
maybe it trickles out like by design. Like, hey, all right, look,
This is what found out. Look how this can. Okay, I can put two and two together. All right, yeah, Steiner math, right?
right.
Eso mismo, 33 and a third chance.
That's right. Okay,
But-
I like percentages.
MJF is a G.
Speaking of percentages, when you mess with the bad guys, we hook you up.
That's what it is.
We take care of y'all. We don't just talk to you about wrestling and then
That's
not
a
give
big
you
ass
anything anything back to you, right? So
Especially
with that in mind,
when it comes to officially licensed merch. I'm pretty sure that's not the code,
that
but
is
what
definitely
is
not the code.
the code is that you gotta go to foco.com, bro.
Where?
FOCO.com, right? And you're gonna find yourself face to face with all the officially licensed merch from all sorts of places, like the NBA. Finals in the building. You watching your shit is fire
Hell
right
yeah.
now.
Celtics are up right now as we speak.
Whoa. Blue Chew in the building.
Is
Woo.
it HBC June 10 or 10 June?
10 June.
It's 10 June right now, but follow us on Twitter and IG.
Yeah.
And we'll correct it later.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
So
you
get
dumbass.
to foco.com. Officially licensed merch, yo, all sorts of stuff, yo. Dead ass.
No nice things have happened.
All the officially licensed merch.
All
yo,
of
they
them.
got that.
All
Don't
of
be
them. Not just
loco.
some of them, all of them.
Go check out Foco.
Fuck with me?
Foco, you.
You know who got focoed?
Oh my god. There's a laundry list of Focos. Wrestlers
Mother
have been
Focos?
Focoed.
Yeah, they've been motherfuckers.
They've
yo.
been motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers.
All right, so injuries have been plaguing our professional wrestling universe for
It's
quite
nothing new, I guess.
some time. And,
But
I
sometimes.
don't know. This one feels different. This one just feels like the worst timing for everybody,
Yes.
and right at the same time. Like, fuck.
Remember when the summer was going to be hot?
Me
Me
either.
neither.
Me either, chat.
What's happening, bro? People are falling out like flies.
Roman Reigns, CM
Out.
Punk,
CM Punk. Oh, Danielson.
Big
E.
E's the worst one. God,
Randy
no.
Randy
Blessings to
Orton.
Big E. Randy Orton's career's over. His
Why you
career is
say it like
over.
that?
You wish.
Kenny Omega
Kenny.
has been injured. He's due back soon, but he's
He's
been
doing like
injured.
regenerative plasma shit, yo.
Yo.
Which is supposed
And
to be
his
really
knee, you saw that needle? She was as big
I think
as
he showed
his.
it too.
What I think was a big shot to the women's division, Bailey. Losing Bailey was a big
That
shot
shit
to
turned me on.
SmackDown.
I like that.
I want to take a big shot right now. Look,
Oh,
Bailey, eso no tiene
yeah,
nada.
man.
baby shot, but still, it was a shot.
Se tiene backwash.
It was 33% backwash.
It is.
And a
It
third.
is. You know, you bring up a good point of like it just feels like it keeps happening at the wrong times for certain people. It's like, man,
Kind of like when you're about to go in the match, like a main event.
yo,
match.
like there's a big match, probably the biggest match of your career because you're trying to make a resurgence. Like
right,
you're trying to come back.
Right.
You're trying to be the man. Woo! And you're trying to make your comeback. Woo! And Ric Flair has not been injured yet, which is kind of remarkable. But Cody Rhodes,
Yo,
has.
that bump. He took that off the rope bump. You guys saw that?
Yeah, he's training.
With Jay
Oh,
Lethal.
No, I saw that. Yeah.
Le cogió por la bolita y...
Hey, he's doing things. He's taking them bumps. But
He's
Cody
taking them Cody
Rhodes,
bumps.
Cody Rhodes tore his pectoral muscle
Oy.
Not a
the bone
spectacular
Not
summer.
a spectacular summer, no.
with the current rash of injuries
Yeah,
in
a rash in
wrestling
that
and the history of injuries, really.
Yo, from the middle finger up to the chest, right?
So what finger?
From the middle finger
Nah,
up to his...
that's his longest finger. That's what she
Wow.
said.
Yo, what are you talking about right now?
saying
We're talking
what
about
she said.
pectoral
She
muscles.
said it. Yeah,
Wait,
that-
what?
The pectoral what?
What goes in the pectoral?
Oh, yo, all right, look.
Put the wrong emphasis.
Cody is out here tearing his titties, man, and we got to figure out, is that a good look for wrestling? Is that a good look for wrestling?
For him
for-
to go out there?
For him to do that, and I'm so torn, man.
You're not that torn.
Not as torn as his pec. But I am though. Because it's not a good look for wrestling, man.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because his whole. Did you see his?
Yeah, I
pec?
saw it. It had a bunch of red shit and purple shit on his
had a whole
chest.
bunch of red
How do you
shit.
know it's not paint?
Yo,
No.
how about that conspiracy theory?
What do you
That's
think
actually
Jeff
what-
Hardy went over there and painted
Yo.
that
Paint
shit
would
on
have
him?
worn out. It would have.
That
Some of it
was-
would have came off.
That's
No.
actually. I'm glad you brought that up.
No. Stop it,
Diablo.
Twitter. Stop it.
This is Alan Blucho to
Yo,
Mike.
I'm glad you brought that up, cause
Your mic went down.
my mic went down.
Viagra.
Cause yo, that was one of my chair shots of the week.
Oh, stop.
Yo, it's fucking spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Cody Rhodes is not really injured. After I do my calculations and when I TECULAR this TECULAR board, what I
Nah, it's
see
a
is
TECULAR
that
board.
that is paint.
No, that was not paint on Cody Rhodes' chest, my man.
Yo, people are
No,
fucking
man.
wilding.
Get the
Yo.
Makama, man.
Yo, I've never seen. Yo, you ever seen that paint that after a match it's darker? Yo, Cody Rhodes was fucked up, bro.
Yo, people are
Not-
idiots.
Yo, this is not like fucking wet and get dark paint. No, it's not that shit. It's not like the cups that you got at McDonald's in the 90s. It gets fucking dark with.
I don't know. I kind of think about it now. Let's go back a little bit to the Hall of Fame.
Shit.
What's that?
Where's my mic?
Oh, okay. Let's go back to
Talking
the
about
Hall of
difficulties.
Fame real quick. Let's go back to when Undertaker was, around the time of the Hall of Fame, when Undertaker was getting a lot of heat and shit for for saying that the locker room was soft, right? And it's just so like they're not in tune with what the wrestlers back then were about, right? Okay, let's. If nice catch, chat.
Wow.
If we take
Good
it
catch,
back
JJ.
there for a second,
Try with the full beard.
this kind of shows a little bit more grit, no? Like if you can, in a world where we where injuries plague us, and when you're injured you can't perform, you can't defend the title, you can't get that check, you can't pay your bills. What does it mean when you actually work through an injury? It means you're willing to put up that extra bit of grit.
You love what you do.
Huh?
You live for this.
You live for this,
And
right?
that's what he said, right?
You
For the
die
love of the
for
game.
this, for the love of the game.
I think we haven't seen anything like this in so long because maybe the minds. I'm not gonna go as far as Undertaker, but maybe the mindset's just a little bit different as of what it was back then. So for something like this to happen, maybe it shows more initiative.
You know, I love matches, and I keep flip flopping, right? Because like, it's not a good look for wrestling, right, for this to happen. But then at the same time, like, as a fan, I love those intense, uncomfortable matches, like watching Eddie Guerrero squirt blood, right? Like
Against
watching
JBL.
JBL bust people open, right? Who else? It was John Cena, right? That
Because
fucking
literally, what are you
Yo.
gonna do? You're stuck in that moment.
Yo,
and
you're
there's
stuck in that
thousands
moment.
watching you.
right.
You have to do something.
Yo, Mick Foley coming
Remember-
off that cage, like,
Remember when Brock was elbowing Randy Orton at SummerSlam?
yes.
oh, when she got real.
Shit can
fucking-
get real in a second. 1 second is all it takes, chat.
So,
And you know
and
what
you
to
know
do.
what? All those moments are compelling ass moments. We're still talking about them for a reason. They create memories, and I mean, it'd be unfair not to recognize, right, that all this shit we're talking about MJF being brilliant. If this is a work, right, working those injuries into a match is also brilliant work. However, what Cody did was completely different. Every wrestler goes into a match with dings and bruises and burn, like the things going on. And we know this, like we know that. However, Cody was like, he had a significant like injury. We're not talking about like this little itty bitty, strain or like a collection of like just strains and pulls and maybe like twists and turn. No, man, we're talking about a complete like full tear, like not a, you know what I mean, like not something simple. It was off.
It was off.
It was off. And he's out there and he's like, nah, I'm going to wrestle. I'm going to wrestle because I said I was going to wrestle. And I'm out here. Nobody
you-
would have said shit if he would have came out with a picture on
I think
Instagram.
that's the point.
No, hold on real quick. if Cody Rhodes would have put up a picture on Instagram of his purple chest, and he's like, "Yo, I couldn't make it tonight, guys. You're gonna get another person, right? Let's say like that's like literally the opposite end of the spectrum, like doing the least.
Right. That's the least you could do. Is just post something like that.
Post something like that, and you saw the way his chest came out. You might have been skeptical in the moment, right? Like just like many people were, right? The paint on his chest.
Yeah, but that visual aid
the visual aid
will
is
help
important.
you.
This shit is important.
Fucking doctor.
But and you would have been like, all right, man, I understand. He had a real thing. He's out for 6 months. I get it. Yo, he didn't wrestle Seth Rollins. That sucks. Whatever. We got somebody else. The fact that he came out anyway, and you could tell from jump as he was coming down the ramp, I was like, that taped up hand, that looks like he's not using it as much. And I didn't know it was gonna be like that.
That shit was crazy.
That was wild.
I've seen people have their pecs tear or their biceps tear.
Didn't Hunters too?
Hunter's pecs tear.
Hunter's in Dubai with that taxi match.
Yeah, but
DX.
it didn't look like that, right?
Yes, it did.
It did?
Yeah, look it up.
Wow.
Yeah,
It looked just like that.
Wow.
It starts.
The
fucking
irony
bruising
is that
quick. Like that shit gets.
That's
couple
Cody's
hours
idol
or
right there, Triple H.
Hey, you know what? That Toma.
So
Keep playing with sledgehammer.
Ponte men-
for him to
Ponte mentol.
for him to have done it earlier in the day and just been like, "Fucking, I'm gonna do it," and it looked really bad. It was swollen, dog. It wasn't just bruised. It was swollen. His tit was out.
And
Like,
it-
he was
you
at
could
least 2
tell
cup
more
sizes
so-
higher.
More so after the match.
Oh yeah, and then
It
there was
doubled
that
in
fresh
size.
red in the pit.
It doubled in size after. After
Oh,
the
it
fight,
was-
check it out before and then check it out after. It's doubled in size.
He did everything in that match to protect it. He wrestled a match where he protected it a lot, but it was impossible to protect.
Not for nothing, Seth Rollins too. He did his job. He
He
protected
did
him.
his job, and
Yes,
a
he
lot of
Protected him. Remember the criticism
Where-
that Seth received about being an unsafe wrestler?
Me either. What
What?
are you talking about?
Exactly.
Brett the Hitman Hart. Shout
Sting
out to
what?
You, my guy. I love you. You're my guy.
Yo,
Sting
I don't know.
wanted to
Best there is,
leave
the best there was,
WWE.
best there ever will be. But yeah, no, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
much credit to all of them, man.
they
'Cause
Rollins, much credit to Rollins. You're right, because you know what, Rollins, I wouldn't say carried Cody. He
but to
did not
take
carry,
care of him like
but he
that.
took care.
Yo,
of
and it
him.
was a match.
And it was a match.
It was a fucking
It was a match.
match.
The biggest mistake in that whole match was having Cody win.
No.
Yeah.
Because you don't put him through all of that to make him lose.
Yes, you do.
No.
Because he
no.
goes over.
But-
he
but-
goes over. He won before the night started. He had this fucking terrible visual injury. He was the underdog all night. Seth Rollins was already in his head. He had all the excuses to lose. He did not have to win. He could have lost, taken the L. He's out for 6 months. That is real story. Now he won
Without
for
that,
what?
Without that injury, I'm taking Seth Rollins.
Now he won for
I'm
what?
taking Seth Rollins, but because of the injury,
Tell
they
me.
gave it to him.
Tell me, what
They
did
gave it to him
what did
because
he
of
win
it.
for?
By nah.
Why not?
Because at the end of the day, he's gonna come back at the Rumble, and he's gonna have to win the Rumble
So
to go to
nah,
Mania.
it does hurt Seth a little bit more than it hurted.
Seth lost
Cody.
to a one-armed Cody. He already lost to him 3 times. Oh,
Yeah, I don't want to see.
All right,
nothing-
but now him attacking
Seth.
Cody at Raw. What's next for Seth?
because it's an injured Cody. Now Cody's not around. That puts
All right,
Seth in the
what's
number
next?
Look, Batman. How about riddle me this? Cody loses at Hell in a Cell, right? The
Right.
match goes identically how it went, except at the end, Seth Rollins hit the pedigree. Boom. Fucking wins. Cody Rhodes, bam, is in the ring by himself. He gets his moment. Still same thing. Nothing changes.
No.
It's like, damn, thank you, Cody.
Yeah.
Hell of a performance. Yo, great match.
Yeah.
Compelling story. It was awesome. Everything about it was great. Monday Night Raw, he comes out. Yo, same shit. Nothing
Same
would have
shit.
changed. Nothing would have changed except that Rollins is a threat. He won. He took advantage of the opportunity. So now Rollins comes out. Yo, I respect you. I won, but I respect you, dog.
But I'm gonna still jump you at the end.
Still jumps him at the end. Nothing changes. Rollins won, but he jumped him because I don't respect nobody.
That's
Blah.
right.
And that's it. And now Cody Rhodes comes back later, and he could get redemption on Seth again. And you'll watch it again.
You're definitely gonna watch.
You're definitely gonna watch. But what? But now when Cody Rhodes comes back, what do you like? I don't want Cody Rhodes to go against Seth Rollins for what?
No, yeah,
Now
that's,
for
that's,
a
that's
fourth.
It. No more.
Yeah, no
Seth
more like
and
doors.
Cody.
Unless it's for
But-
the title.
But Seth Rollins already beat him 3 times, and he jumped him when he left. Seth Rollins jumps him when he leaves. Now he's got to address this.
Yeah, he has to.
Now you gotta do
Yeah,
something
you gotta
now.
do something.
You gotta do
Well,
something.
you don't have to have a match, but don't
What?
WWE they're gonna have a match.
Of
They need
course.
5.
He
but-
fucking fingered him with the sledgehammer, bro.
But now, if this feud continues later on down the road, does Seth go over?
You have to give him one.
He's
right?
gotta get something, bro.
I thought Seth
This
was
was
getting
the one to
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
This was the one to get that did not hurt anybody.
Yeah,
Unless Cody becomes champion and his first challenger is Seth, and then that's when Seth goes over.
I don't know. Anybody that takes that belt from Reigns gotta get at least one shot. But I mean, they don't do that rematch shit no more too.
Nah, they don't do
it's
a
it's
rematch.
toss-up,
He
really.
does gotta stay up there though.
He gotta,
Seth,
yeah.
I mean, Roman's with the kind of reigns that he's had, you can't just have him disappear from the main event. Like that makes no fucking sense.
Yeah,
Unless he
He's
leaves.
got almost 1,000 days as champion or some
that's
shit.
wild.
He is, yeah.
Like it's you can't just all right, yeah, Seth boy. No, like he does. You don't just disappear like that.
Anything less would be a chair shot, chat.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Chair shot of the week, like Mischief shared with us, right?
I bet. Yeah.
Earlier.
My chair shot, right? I'd spit out my chair shot. What you got, bitch?
My chair shot goes to the Joker not being MJF, And being
yeah,
Andrade.
I can share that with you. Yeah, yeah.
because that was disappointing.
Yeah. My pop of the week was that Adam Cole, baby, enlisted his name in the possibility or potential Okada fight for Forbidden Door.
God, what a match. What a match. That'll be a fun day.
But Hangman and Okada would definitely be gold too.
I wonder where that goes, right? As we were watching, I forgot who made the comment. Like they may never even wrestle Okada.
Yeah, I don't
It
think
may
they
never
might
come
not
to
even,
it.
They probably not even. None
They
of
could
them
feasibly run a storyline where it's like winner faces Okada, but at the end of the fight, they're both hurt, and none of them wrestle Okada, and they just used his name.
I feel the politics in NJPW are still not where they need to be for AEW to take full advantage of and get like a good title match for the IWP.
IWGP?
bro.
IWGP, 33 third percentage title shot for the IWPG title.
You watch this with Sesame Street,
is
bro.
how much you can see it with a
I
magnascope.
just don't think they'll allow a title defense successfully like that or a big of a match so easily and so soon like that. And this doesn't feel like a big enough pay-per-view for that in my eyes. And I don't think the politics behind it is.
Yeah, I don't think this is easy.
This
to
isn't
just be
it.
Like, oh, okay.
This is the first show, chat. This is the first one.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
Forbidden
know
Door.
Yeah,
Like, it could be a good match, and Hangman Page lose anyway.
right. And then what?
And then what?
Nah,
Well,
man.
I got a pop for you, and I'm surprised you didn't say it actually. So I'm big pop to Rhea Ripley's
Attire?
attire. The cheekage, yo, it was like
What'd you say?
yams.
Yeast
Yams!
baby.
Yams.
For
No, but
Thanksgiving?
shout outs to
Jesus.
her outfit that didn't get there on time, so she had to improvise.
For real?
Was she
That's
wearing?
happened?
Was that Liv Morgan's?
Maybe or
Hey,
Jamie
shout out to
Hayter's, I
Libby.
don't know, but it
Jamie
was
Hayter.
it was the cheek
Elmwood
special.
Park,
And,
we out
Yo, how do
there.
you guys feel about this Atlantic Championship that was just debuted tonight?
Ooh, the mid-Carter championship on AEW.
Eso mismo.
I'll give it a pop of the week this week. Mischief gives it a chair shot. It looks too much like the women's title. I see that though.
so I'm kind of torn on that fact because so they have AEW has the TNT and the TBS title that look similar in a lot of ways, and they're the men and women's titles. So I can see having a men and women's title that have a similar look, but because the regular world championship is so different from the women's title, it felt so weird to have another title looks like the women's title because it kind of takes the women's title away from the men's title.
I have a headache.
Does that make sense?
I have a headache.
You
But
know
you
what
can
I
rewind
wish?
that as many times as you need to. It will make sense.
You
at
know
the
what
end
I
of the day.
wish?
It makes sense.
I wish we had our own title.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
That's all the damn time we have for you folks this week. I don't care where you got your fix from. I know you got it from each and everywhere you get your podcasts. Because we everywhere, baby.
Everywhere.
All the places where
Your mama's bathroom, your mama's
podcasts
drawer,
are
your
at.
mama's closet.
And I know you're
The
going to check us
podcast.
out each and every
Check out the podcast.
weekend Thursday nights, Friday nights, all Monday nights, Tuesday nights.
Yo, you
Not
be
just
streaming all
Wednesday
the
nights.
time.
We stream all the time, baby.
All the
And
time.
yo,
Twitch,
We
man.
go
Brawlhalla,
live
like,
Wednesdays,
y'all don't want
10
the
p.m.
sauce.
Eastern time.
They don't want the sauce chat. Brawlhalla is where it's at when we're not on doing this thing. We playing on the sticks. Yo, y'all gotta jump on. It's free too, by the way.
That's
There's
what I
no
mean,
excuse for you to get
You
the
know
sauce.
what else is free?
No excuse.
Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots on your favorite channels, YouTube and Switch.
Boom!
Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots.
Shout out
And check us
PCF.
out wherever you get your fix from. And on IG and Twitter at HBC2Sweet. I repeat, that is HBC2Sweet. And don't forget to rate, review, follow us, give us a subscribe.